Let's talk about it. Videos are going to be returning shortly. I have a lot of shit that needs to get done. But I recently just got my truck back. It was, of course, in for the shop, and could you guess for what? Tell you, PCS. So one morning I just woke up, unplugged the truck, got inside, looked at the battery, and the battery was at like, I want to say 50% when it should have been at 80. So I was like, hold up. And then I looked at the screen and I saw an error, and it said something to do with AC charging unavailable or not available at this time. So called Tesla, put in a work order to basically get it looked at. They basically said I should be able to supercharge and it wouldn't be an issue. I get unlimited supercharging due to this being a foundation, so I thought nothing of it. Back in my mind, I kind of told myself, let me go make sure this vehicle charges. So drove to the closest supercharger, plugged it in, didn't charge. I was like, okay, maybe it's a bad supercharger. So went to another supercharger, plugged it in there, still didn't charge. So at this point, I've got an issue. Truck's at 50%. It's my only transportation. And if it gets too low and I'm stranded, what do I do? So I drove to my local service center. I told them, I was like, look, this thing's not charging. I contacted you guys this morning about a charging issue with the PCS. Well, I didn't even know it was a PCS. They didn't even tell me it was a PCS or that it was a known issue. They just told me that, hey, we'll get you a loaner and we'll try to get this fixed for you. They think they know the problem is kind of what I was told. So I didn't think anything of it, got my loaner. Of course, it was nice. They gave me a Cyber Beast. Do I feel like I kind of made a wrong decision pulling the trigger on just the all-wheel drive? Just a little. The Cyber Beast was a fun time. The launch mode on that thing is incredible. It's like a roller coaster hyper launching. It was a blast. So I took a few friends of mine for a ride and I let them feel that raw EV power, and they were like, again, again, again. So it was a fun time. But I had to turn the vehicle back, got my truck back. But I digress. The thing is, I thought this was a one-off situation. Now, I'm on Cybertruck Owners Club and a couple other forums, but I haven't been that active. I've been busy working, and I work in an area where you can't really have your electronics, so that causes an issue when it comes to missing a lot of messages and what's going on in the world. I get a notification from Cybertruck Owners Club of someone mentioning a charging issue due to PCS. So I click on it, and this thread is long. And I'm starting to see how many Cybertrucks were actually affected by this issue. If you were one of the ones affected by this issue, comment below. What was your experience? Do you have your truck back now? Were they able to give you a loaner? Just the pros and the cons of dealing with Tesla Service Center with a situation like this. This to me was almost as bad as the whole accelerator pedal sticking situation, because again, accelerator pedal sticking causes a problem, safety concern. Vehicle not charging, you're not aware of this situation, you're traveling, you're driving away, and you're nowhere near a supercharger, you might get stranded and you might have to come get your vehicle towed. Sucks. But should this been a recall issue? Should they have just recalled every Cybertruck and replaced the PCS if they knew that all of them were going out? That's what I really want to know. But they did get me taken care of, got my vehicle back. I want to say they had it for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I have to go back and look, but something like that. And they're just waiting on parts, but I'm happy with them as far as how quickly they were able to give me a loaner. I was able to get out of there. And of course, dealing with Tesla, if you know, the whole dropping your vehicle off, picking it up process, super smooth every time. I've only had very minor issues with Tesla so far as problems, and they've been able to fix them, no issues. When I did bring this one in, I mentioned the frunk sticking sometimes when you go to open it, depending on if it's a cold day or not. So they said they adjusted that, so we'll see if that's fixed. But yeah, so I'm back and got my truck back, and I haven't washed this truck since I bought it. I bought this truck April of last year. It's been a year. So she's held up. I actually, I got to a point and I was like, you know what? Let me see what 1 year of not washing the Tesla Cybertruck looks like. Because you don't wash a regular car and it gets filthy. But the stainless steel, to me, I think holds up a lot better in the weather elements and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and do a walk around, show you what the truck looks like now. The next video after this will be me setting up my new DIY Weekend Warrior car wash system. I have a spot-free rinse system that I'm putting in because ideally I want hands-off when it comes to working on my vehicles. And the less rags, cloths, anything touches the vehicle, the better it is for me, plus it's easier. So I do plan on installing a new Active 2.0 pressure wash system. And I have a spotless deionized water system. So the goal is to basically run regular tap water because my water here where I live is relatively hard. And I don't mind drying a vehicle, but if I could get spot-free rinse from home, and I could just wash the car, rinse it down with the spotless rinse, and just let it sit and not deal with water spots, I'm happy. So that's the ultimate goal, is to not have to dry the vehicle. God, I cannot talk today. So yeah, so 1 year, no washes. About to finally give her her first bath. But I'm gonna hook up the system. So the next video will be of the entire system, the unboxing, the setting it up, if I have any issues, or is everything that I pretty much bought going to work with what I have. Still using my existing foam cannon, which is a Griot's Garage foam cannon. The nice thing about that one is you just fill it with soap. It's got a little filter in the bottom of it, I forget what they call it, and it just pulls the soap up, mixes it with the water. So you just keep soap solution inside the bottle, no contamination, don't have any issues with rusting, and I don't have to keep filling up a bottle every time I wash my vehicle. I just hook up the hose, spray the vehicle down, unhook the hose, and then do my wash process. So I still have my original McKillen's minigun wand, so that's I'm going to be reusing. But the rest of the stuff, I think once I wash it, I'm going to determine if I want to keep the center caps or the wheel covers on the truck. I do have the inserts that I bought. I haven't put them on yet. I may do like a half and half, so one side will have covers, the other side won't. So it'll kind of look like two different trucks. That way I kind of look at it daily and I kind of get an idea visually, like, oh, you know what, that looks good, or nah, I prefer that, that looks better. So after that video of me setting up the old system, the next video will be a nice just wash down of the truck. So hope you enjoyed those visuals. Besides that, I got a lot of other videos on the way. I've got parts lining up and backing up that I really need to start installing. I need to finish the speaker system. So I've seen a few people on my other videos commenting, hey, have I finished? Have I finished? No. I've been between sickness, personal issues, weather, cold, and of course this PCS issue just recently. I haven't been able to really do a lot, but hopefully that will change. Hopefully I'll get some more videos out to y'all, and let me know what y'all want to see. All right, peace.